Okay. So for my fourth battle, I thought I'd talk about Superman versus Black Bolt. So I'm gonna start with Black Bolt. Black Bolt is an Inhuman, kind of like a mutant type gene in him, an Inhuman. So kind of says for itself. But he's basically human in a way, but basically he in a way he kind of has mutant powers. But he leads the Inhumans. Their base is actually on the moon, so he's kind of like away from Earth. He king, so he's kind of like a king basically. King Black Bolt, his wife Medusa, his other brethren or whatever like Gorgon. But I'm gonna mainly talk about Black Bolt. So he, yeah, his powers are pretty damn good. He can he's strong, basically peak human when it comes to normal strength. I'd say he's probably around Captain America's strength, basically slightly basically superhuman. But also has a power where he can like basically absorb or control like magnetism uh like in the air or universe or whatever. So basically he can like absorb that and he can amp himself to really strong superhuman strength. And he actually has fought Gladiator a couple times, and I do believe he's actually beaten Gladiator. So that's why I thought it'd be good for this fight. Since he's beaten Gladiator, why not, against the Man of Steel? So when it comes to strength-wise, Superman no doubtly actually gets the strength, but Black Bolts can uh, increase his strength to a really extremely high level where it would probably give the Man of Steel a good fight when it comes to fists. He's gone toe to toe with Thor. Black Bolt has with Gladiator, Thor, a lot of Marvel's like top tier strongest people. And but when it comes to speed, Black Bolt can fly. He's very quick. Also, again, he can amp himself to superhuman speeds and everything. But again, when it comes to speed, Superman's got it. Of course, his combat reaction speed is one of the greatest. He has like I do believe nanosecond or like better than nanosecond reaction speed. But flight speed, he's also faster. But when it comes to flying, when Black Bolt amps himself, he can. It would be a fairly good fight. Plus, if it's on Earth, they're not going to go fly the speed of light on Earth. But also, sometimes Superman never really uses his full speed when he fights someone. Like you say, he fights Solomon Grundy, who is nowhere near as fast. He still, gets hit, and like it seems like he always gets hit by people who is less speed than him, which always happens. So most likely, it seems like Black Bolt can probably hit him a few times. Plus, so Superman has got him in, I say, speed, strength, but there's also one key thing that can turn this possibly into Black Bolt's corner, where he has a scream. He can use his vocal cords to scream at an crazily amounts of like a supersonic scream. It can actually shatter planets if he really wanted to. If he screamed off the top of his lung, he could possibly shatter a planet. He cannot actually say anything. He has taught himself actually to not say one word. So if he was actually fighting someone, he has taught himself not to say absolutely nothing, because he can't let any of that out. If he actually made somewhat of a slightest whisper, it could destroy a town. It could destroy everything around him. If he said a word, he could potentially destroy a city. So if he gets punched in the face by Superman, he would have to be extreme. He would have to concentrate so much not to just let out a grunt or anything like that, or else because just say if Superman just went and punched him and he actually said something right in front of Superman's face, like a small sound, a grunt, that would hurt Superman. I know Superman has like great durability and everything, but it's going to hurt if it doesn't potentially if it doesn't completely evaporate him. It's going to possibly knock him out. But when Black Bolt fights, he doesn't really actually say anything. He has taught himself so good not to say anything that with our fighting, it may not come to actually him saying anything. He would probably either get KO'd or killed or something before he may say something. But if he was pissed off or just ready to kill someone, he would win. He would definitely win. But if it's just normal random encounter, one-on-one, he doesn't. Black Bolt doesn't always likes to restrain from using his voice. He doesn't necessarily like to use it, but but if it's necessary, or if it's doing it for a specific reason, he will use it. But if it's just a random encounter, unfortunately, I would say Superman would have to win. So, yeah.